Cure Oxygen is way more than just water. We infuse pristine water with over 1 billion tiny oxygen bubbles using our state-of-the-art process. The benefits of additional oxygen are huge, from strengthening your immune system to increasing energy levels, stamina, and sports performance. And that's not all. It also improves skin health, helps you sleep better, and reduces stress. Join the movement of people experiencing the benefits of Cure Oxygen. It's not hype, it's science.
Hi, good day, and welcome to the first episode of Pop-Up Jobs Live Show. I'm your host, Chad Brathwaite, and I'm very excited to interact with our audience today and to share some information that relates to employment all over the world. This show was launched with one goal in mind, to help job seekers find work. As you all know, the COVID pandemic has interrupted the employment market, and the rising unemployment problems continues to inflate the world over. It is against this backdrop that Pop-Up Jobs live stream talk show was launched. The aim of this show is to give greater exposure and visibility of the profiles of job seekers, employers, and even self-employed professionals who are subscribers of the Pop-Up Jobs website. In this pilot episode, our first objective is to give job seekers, employers, and self-employed professionals a closer look at how the platform works and its benefits. So before we actually jump into that, I would just like to briefly share my experience with you as it relates to being a part of Pop-Up Jobs. So when I first got information that there was a platform called Pop-Up Jobs, I signed up onto the website as a self-employed professional myself in the area of graphic design and digital content creation. I wanted to give my business some more exposure as it relates to getting new clients. So I signed up onto the site, and as I maneuvered through the site, I realized that this is actually something that people all over the world can benefit from, and not just self-employed professionals like myself, also job seekers and employers. Because we have found out that employers do have a hard time finding staff to fill certain positions in the workplace. So this is why we also created this platform. Now, the producers created this platform so that they can assist in those areas. After I had successfully signed up, I reached out to the producer or the maker of the Pop-Up Jobs platform, and I had a really in-depth conversation with him. And from that, this is how I received this position as the host for the Pop-Up Jobs live talk show. Over the past week, we have had a high volume of questions from subscribers and also the general public about Pop-Up Jobs. We're going to address some of these questions during the show today. We also have two interesting guests that will be coming into the studio today. Dr. Mikhail Mohammed, head of SMJ Beverages, and the well-known DJ from CBC 98.1, Verswell. Our guests will be discussing their views on the Pop-Up Jobs platform, how it will benefit them, and the role they will play to help us achieve the success as an employment recruitment platform. During the first segment of the show, we will also be taking call-ins. So if anyone from the general public has any questions for us, feel free to contact us via WhatsApp at 246-288-7141. And it will also be highlighted on our screen, as you can see in the bottom section of the bar. So let's get on to our WhatsApp questions. We have a few here from our subscribers. So we have Mark from London. What is the cost to subscribe to the Pop-Up Jobs platform? Well, there's actually no cost to subscribe to the platform. The platform is absolutely free. Anyone can come on board and share their businesses, look for jobs. Anything that relates to employment is free to post, it's free to engage. We also have chat rooms where job seekers, employers, and self-employed professionals can network amongst each other and share information. So we're going to move on to another question that we have here. We have Jane from Barbados. Do we need Pop-Up Jobs when we already have Facebook job groups? Well, this is actually an interesting question. In the world of job seekers, people would want any platform to be able to engage with. So even though we have Facebook job groups, someone may not be successful finding a job there. So they may want to head over to another job platform to increase their chances of finding a job. So this is where pop-up jobs come in, because in pop-up jobs, you can actually create your own job profile where you can upload photos, videos of your work, and as I mentioned before, even interact with different people on the job platform. All right, our next question is pop-up jobs in Barbados only? Well, pop-up jobs is actually a platform for everyone worldwide. We started in Barbados because this is our home island, but eventually we would be posting jobs and creating a network system on the site where people in London, people in Jamaica, people in Trinidad, anywhere in the world can have access to job postings or even share their work online. We'll move on to Jennifer. We have Jennifer from Barbados. How do we know that pop-up jobs is not a scam? All right, that's a very nice question as well, because as we all know, since the COVID pandemic, there have been a lot of job scams out there. And the difference between those sites and pop-up jobs is that we don't ask for money. We don't ask for overly sensitive information like bank account details, credit card numbers, anything of the sort. The site is completely free for now. However, maybe sometime in the future, we would be charging if someone wants to advertise on the site as a featured post. So featured post meaning that your post will be highlighted at the top of all posts on the website. So that is the only time I believe we will be charging for that service. Other than that, everything else is free and you are free to post whatever you want on the website. So we move on to our next question. We have a Derek from Grenada. And his question is, would you guarantee that I get a job when I subscribe to the pop-up jobs platform? Well, the answer to that is no. And no platform in the world, I believe, can guarantee that you can get a job by signing up on their platform. It's really up to you how far you really want to take it. As I had mentioned before, if you're a job seeker who is coming to our platform, yes, you can find a list of jobs that are posted on our network and you can send in your resume. But that's about it as it relates to you connecting with the employer. I mean, we do have options where you can have a chat with them, but currently there's only the option of sending in your CV or resume. If you care to, you can give them a call. There are different procedures and methods that you can use to increase your chances of reaching out to an employer. Our platform actually caters to that as well. So the answer is still no, we can't guarantee it, but it's really up to you how far you go and how far you take it. So what we will do now is we will take a look at our website, the homepage of our website, and just review a few of the jobs that we have posted on there. So we'll have that up on the screen for you shortly. All right, here we go. It was just taking a quick minute. Yes, so our most recent job post that we have here is a job vacancy for a grill chef. And this is from Marco Polo Bar and Restaurant. So I'm just giving you an idea of how our setup is on the platform and the details that we have for you. And I post jobs daily. As you can see, I'm the person there who posted that job, the host of Pop-Up Jobs Live. So we're always putting content there for you so that you're always in tune with the latest job vacancies that we have. The next one that we have here is the Bath Beach House. They are currently hiring a marketing assistant. So if you need to contact them, feel free to send your resume or CV to the email address right here at the bottom, bathbarbados@gmail.com. We'll just scroll through a bit more just to share some more with you. It looks like Paul's Enterprises Limited. They're looking for security officers, and you will have all the details here from them of what they are expecting in terms of your certification experience and your hours put in. We'll probably just go through a few more so that you guys can get a better idea of what's happening here. We have Get Health Inc. They have a vacancy for account clerks. So if you, well, it might just be one, but if you're interested in this position, you can also contact them at vacancies@gethealthyinc.com. All right, so what we'll do now is we'll head on over to our contact section so that you can get an idea of how to contact us via our different social media platforms. So on our website, we'll open up the contact section so that you all can see. And for those of you who are just listening in, I'll share that information with you shortly. All right, I see we have some more questions coming in here. Just checking for you quickly. Yes, so we are here on our contact page. And as you can see, we have our, well, this WhatsApp number. This is one of our WhatsApp numbers, but the WhatsApp number for the calling show will be at the bottom of your screen, which again is 1-246-288-7141. The email address for Pop-Up Jobs is popupjobsnetwork@gmail.com. And our Instagram is Pop-Up Jobs Network. And you can also find our Facebook page at Pop-Up Jobs Live. So let's jump back into some more questions that we have here. All right, so we have a Joyce from Barbados. Do you share your content on social media sites as well? Okay, I think we just touched bases with that one. We had shared the information about our Facebook page and our Instagram page. So if you go to those pages, you will also get content from our sponsors, SMJ Beverages. We'll also be highlighting a very interesting product that they have introduced to Barbados recently, which is called the Cure Oxygen Water. And this water I've been drinking for the past few days. When Dr. Mohammed comes on a bit later, he will give us some details about what this is about, how it's made, where it's from, and what they're looking to do with it in general. So we'll just jump back into some more questions. All right, we have register. Malcolm from Barbados. I see that I can register on the website as a self-employed professional. What can I do to get people to see me? All right, so that's an interesting question. As a self-employed professional, you can tune into our website where you can sign up as a self-employed professional. Where you can sign up as a self-employed professional. And on the site, you have the ability to upload any content or material that you have pertaining to your business. So it can be photos of you working, it can be videos, advertising material, anything of the sort. So it's kind of like a Facebook for jobs. I didn't really want to say that, but it's like Facebook for jobs. So you can create a job profile where people can come to your page and see that what type of service you offer or what type of work you do. And even employers can come to your page and get a first-hand view of what you have to offer in terms of a service or a product. And I think that this option really gives you an edge above everyone else, because you would see a job post or you want to register for a job or send out your services, and it's more of a document format. You send a CV, you send a resume, and people don't really get to see what you do offhand. They have to call you in for an interview. You have to talk about what you do, and even then, they still don't see your true potential in terms of your art. So this platform allows you to build a job profile where you can showcase your work and your talents to other job seekers, to other self-employed professionals, and to even employers. All right, so I'm just checking for some more messages right now. All right, it looks like we have DJ Versi on air. Just let me verify that quickly. Kevin. Okay, so we have two people in the studio backstage right now. We also have Kevin. Would Kevin like to join us on air?
You're good.
Hi, Kevin. Thank you for joining us.
What's up?
Everything is good. Everything is good. How's your day going?
A little rough. Between
Yeah.
between doing three things, just came in getting something to eat, watching Champions League.
Sounds good. I hope some of those things where you're busy with work. Are you
Right.
finished now?
I not long finished working, so I'm trying to get something to eat and so on now. So
It
it's
sounds
kind of like between here, between there, between. So I'm like doing 19 different things in one.
sounds good. It means that you're keeping busy, man. You're keeping busy.
Yeah, but you gotta keep busy with the same thing. You gotta get money coming in, isn't it?
It's true. I know that we're on the topic of money.
Mm.
How are things going with you? What would you like to discuss with us today as it relates to employment?
Well, the first thing I like to ask, right, is that I didn't really get a chance to really formulate anything, so I may ask questions or context. First of all, congratulations on the venture you have.
Thank you. Thank you.
As I said, it's very interesting, and I think people especially during the pandemic, they get used to doing things online because you don't have to sit down the street and do this. You can do this via Zoom, which is cool.
Yes.
But the concern I have really is that number one, I'm over the age of 20, and I think there's a bit of a problem. People may say people in their 40s aren't marketable anymore. I tend to disagree. You still have something to offer. You go to an employer for an interview, and as they hear your age, they kind of get turned off. You're saying we need a younger person because in other words, it's like driving an old car in the modern day, and then you decide to drive it out there, park it once, park it one side, right? But
Yeah.
that's the kind of problem I think I'm encountering because I used to work in the financial sector before I got laid off, and it sounds bad to say it, but anything from the financial sector is like going back because the financial sector where he was working, it was how to put it, everything has its place.
Yeah.
But when you go back to the beginning now, it's like you think not they think you're too good for it, yeah, but you think you're too good for it.
I get where you're coming from. Yeah.
Right. So my thing is, what would you tell somebody over the age of 20? Versus well could come into this one too. Good evening, sir.
He's there. There.
Yeah, I see.
And
Right. Right. So my
glad to see you,
question
Versi.
is, all right. I think Market has a culture that we tend to look at younger people as opposed to older people. You're telling young people you gotta have experience. How do you get the experience if you don't do the job? You get all these qualifications. You're fit for the job. Then when you get there, man, overqualified. What's overqualified? I don't get. So there's a lot of different things that in this job market, I like being real. You know, because like I mentioned to you off here, I do an online show also, and I got kind of disgruntled with here because everyone's like a politician. Promise, promise, promise. We can
Right.
get back to you. We can look into it. And that time they ain't doing nothing. And
Yeah.
that's kind of frustrating. So I kind of like, I got kind of pissed off with him just to leave it where it is. And it worked out well. I work with a called I Life Caribbean now, their online radio station.
Yes. Yeah.
They're voluntary, but you get a chance to do what you want to do. So I'm saying that this is why people get disgruntled with Barbados sometimes because it's not clear. You got a lot of bundle of promises. You got an employers that turn you around, and yeah, we, you know, you good at what you do. We can get back to you. And you see that words get back to you. Them the most damning words you can ever get for any interview. I
Those are
remember
the dreaded words.
I had a chance to. I won't really call the place, which I think is weird. You go for one interview,
Yeah.
and then they tell you we can call you for a second interview. I'm applying for the prime minister job or prime master's job, you know.
I understand.
Right?
I understand your perspective on that.
You know, either you give me the job or you tell me go my way, have a great life and all that, we'll get back to you. So there's just some of the concerns I have. So I'm saying these are some of the things I'm putting out here. How do you rectify this problem? I know there's a lot of problems, I know.
Yeah. That's actually a good question. And once again, I would like to welcome DJ Percy to the show. I know he's there listening. He
Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Yeah, he may want to give his input on that as well. But I can give my input on it. I think the best person to give an input would be an employer, because obviously they would be the ones who conduct interviews and they can give their perspective on why they say these things. But based on my experience and research, a lot of jobs that people go in for, maybe the establishment has a certain criteria as to who they want to fill the space. Let's say you're going for a customer service job. You would want someone working for you who is energetic. You know what I mean? Not downplaying anyone, not saying that. Energetic, but every company has a criteria for what they expect from the staff. And if you don't fit that criteria, they'd be nice and say we'll give you a call back. That's my input on it. You know, but I'm not an employer, so I can't really go into much details. You know, I don't want to say the wrong thing. But from that perspective, you know, everything falls into line in terms of a need. You know, so some places may want young people who can walk around quickly, who can move through the office, you know, as opposed to someone who may be 50, 60. I know we have some healthy ones out there, you know, not dumping anyone. But it's the world of business, you know, and they would prefer, some places may prefer have someone young as opposed to of a certain age. So I don't know. I would have to get that perspective from an employer. Versi, do you have anything to add to that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. I understand his concerns. It can be very frustrating knowing that you're qualified and you're still energetic and willing to do a great job, but the person who interviewed you just assume, oh, you can't be as energetic as a young person. It's very frustrating. So I understand his frustration. But like you said, I'm not an employer. People have worked for me, but that's like in music. It's similar, but it's not quite the same thing as if I owned a business and was hiring people to work 9 to 5. So I'm not the best person to talk on behalf of the employers out there either. Yeah, but I definitely understand how frustrating it can be for him and a lot of other people out there.
Yeah, and if it makes you feel better, Kevin, and everyone else out there, you know, I've been to a lot of interviews as well, and the reason I've not been called back up to this day, I'm too young. So I think we have it on both sides.
Good point.
Some people don't want too young. Some people don't want people of an older age. So
good point.
We're gonna have it. We're gonna have it both ways, you know.
You gotta do like Machel Montano when he say too young to talk. Whoa, yo, you're making joke.
Yeah, so it goes both ways, you know. So I guess it depends on the role too. And I wouldn't say to to give up. Don't ever give up, because I never gave up. And I can say up to today, things are going great for me. Obviously, I've been having my challenges and stuff like that. And I think that is one of the things that also encouraged me to even start my own business, as a graphic designer and a digital content creator. So what I would say is you can engage a little bit more with the pop-up jobs platform. And as you engage with it, you will realize that there are a lot of opportunities out there that you can grab. And we can also share some information with you as to how to overcome certain things like the question you just asked, don't lose heart. We would have that information out there for you very, very soon. But that's a very good question, and I thank you for that. So, Mr. Branch, you're still here with us?
I haven't gone anywhere.
You just So what are your views on the pop-up jobs platform? I know you're a subscriber, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are your views? You took a look at the page. I believe you went through a few of our links and stuff like that.
I like people who are innovative, from my experience, because, and as I was saying a long time ago, if you have the platform, you use it to the best of your advantage, because we're going into a world now that here we are now, I have to see you face to face. I can sit down behind my laptop, eat my food, whatever, you see what I'm doing. I can still watch football. But I'm just saying, right? How the world is going now. You have, you could do, and it's excellent. It's an excellent fun. When I first saw it, I liked it immediately, because it's like, yeah, there's something different. And when you do things differently, people tend to get curious, hey, what's this? And then you get the friend will tell the friend whatever. So it was more like the fascination of it that I decided to subscribe.
Oh, nice. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for that comment.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So DJ Versi, from the perspective of a self-employed professional, what are your views on the site, on the website, or about?
Yeah, I was told about it, and for any time I signed up for it and took a look at the website. I mean, the look alone looks very professional. It doesn't look like a rinky-dink little thing somebody threw together to try to get people on it. It definitely has a professional look, and all the fonts were easy to read. It was easy to use, and then the more I asked about it, then it was told it's not just for Barbados, it's for worldwide. So if you are offering a service that you can get clients from overseas, this is the perfect website for you. It's not only for Bajans. Yeah. So for me, sometimes during the year, I need to hire people to help with my music, etc. But yet still, I'm a DJ who is hired every weekend. So it can work for me both ways. That's what I really love about it. It's not only for people seeking jobs or people who are hiring workers. It's for both.
For everyone.
Yes. Yeah, that caught me in the one.
Perfect. Yeah, so I'm actually looking forward to seeing you build a profile on our platform, though. Upload some photos.
Yeah, I signed in, but being so busy, I didn't actually get to put my photo, etc. But trust me, I'll do that soon.
Yeah,
I'll do that soon. Trying to balance all the things I have going on,
Yeah. I mean, personally, I've built up one for myself as well with the graphic design and content creation. So if you go on the site, you would see my face pretty often as the host. You can click on my profile and you can check out some of the work that I do as well. In terms of finding work on the site, I realized that a lot of people have actually, I don't want to say a lot, but there are some people who have emailed me based on the information that I put on the site to actually do some marketing work for them. So it has started
already.
It has started.
So even at the same time, it's not all money then.
Everything is going good. Yeah. So I want to thank Kevin Branch for joining us today. You had some questions.
It's a pleasure. If anything, any messages or anything, I would touch base with you
on the WhatsApp number.
Where I see if push some people for a seaside.
Oh,
I appreciate it, bro.
you see
Appreciate
how
it.
it's working out? Look, work coming for you.
Yeah, networking.
For me, networking. So that's what pop-up jobs is all about.
You got crop over coming up too, so you're gonna be well busy.
And we'll have a lot.
Perfect time.
We have a lot of jobs available around that time. So stay tuned to popupjobs.net, and you'll definitely find some. Thank you for calling us, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Branch. I'll help you however I can. Reach out to me anytime, okay?
Yeah. All right, that was a very interesting discussion there, Versi.
Yes, I think it's these questions you are not expecting sometimes. We weren't expecting the first question at all. You need that sometimes.
but it was still good. It was still good.
It was a very good question, yeah. It's a very good question.
Yeah. So how are things going on your end? I know off air we were discussing some new ventures that you were partaking in terms of, but I think you did mention some just now as well, in terms of getting work with various bars around the island. Tell us a little bit more about that venture.
Yeah, since the curfew has lifted and the government allowed promoters to do events again and stuff, it was a big surge of bookings came my way. And I'm not complaining at all because all the lockdowns, and everybody knows entertainment has suffered the most because at several points, every other business was allowed to operate besides the nightclubs, the cruises, and the promoters weren't allowed to hold anything. So it's a very good feeling for me and my fellow entertainers and promoters to be able to go make some money again, to put it simple, to make some money again, you know? Yeah, I mean, I'm blessed to be a radio DJ, so I had a steady income coming in to take care of my family and stuff. Yes, but obviously, in these times, it's good to have more than one income.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So outside of radio, I was really missing the playing on weekends and promoting events. I was really missing that. So I'm very thankful to be able to do that again.
Yeah. Well, it will come back. It will come back this year. Things are opening up, so things are looking good.
Started already, to be honest, but bigger things to come. Crop over coming, so bigger things to come, you know?
Yeah, definitely. So, Versi, I want to thank you for coming on the show today.
No problem at all.
Very, very valuable. And I know you're working with some brands with SMJ as well. The Turbo brand and Turbo.
Yeah, correct. But I also help. Well, even though I'm the Turbo ambassador, I also help push the other brands. Cause we're all one family. All know.
Exactly.
I have my, even though of course I have my Turbo here, but I have the Cure as well. Yeah, you got me Cure Oxygen. Yeah, one big family, you know.
And now that we're on the topic of SMJ, we have Dr. Mohammed who will join us now. So thank you very much, Versi, for coming on, and we'll keep in touch.
You're welcome, and thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Talk soon.
Cure Oxygen is way more than just water. We infuse pristine water with over 1 billion tiny oxygen bubbles using our state-of-the-art process. The benefits of additional oxygen are huge, from strengthening your immune system to increasing energy levels, stamina, and sports performance. And that's not all. It also improves skin health, helps you sleep better, and reduces stress. Join the movement of people experiencing the benefits of Cure Oxygen. It's not hype, it's science.
Yes, good afternoon, Dr. Mohammed. Are you with us as yet?
Hi, good afternoon, Chad. Yes, I'm hearing you. Can you hear me okay?
All right, it seems like he's taking some time to join us. We'll just give him a few moments.
I'm here. Can you hear me okay? Hi, Chad. Can you hear me?
All right, looks like he's in. Okay, we have another guest who's joining us. We have a Nora Bashir.
Hiya. Can you hear me?
All right, I'm getting
Hello.
a call here. I guess it might be one of our viewers. I'll just take it on here. Hi, good afternoon. Hi, yes, I can hear you.
Sorry, am I disturbing you?
You're calling in pertaining to the pop-up jobs platform? Okay, so I'll have to give you a call back shortly.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, here we go. We have Nora. How are you doing
Hiya.
today, Nora?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Things are looking good on your end. How are things?
Yeah, everything's looking all right. As good as
So,
it can be.
so tell us where you're calling in from.
I'm calling from UK, London.
UK. Oh, interesting. So we have an international caller. All right. So
Yeah.
I'll just ask you a few questions as it relates
Yeah,
to
go ahead.
employment in London. So
Uh-huh.
tell us a bit about the effects of the pandemic as it relates to employment in London. Is the unemployment rate still very high?
Yes, it is. But I think we have like a mix of the pandemic and a mix of Brexit. Due to Brexit and like foreigners going back to their countries, as well as COVID, there's a lot of vacancies for like the restaurant industry, catering industry, etc., which has had a major hit on top of COVID. And then you have like other sectors where I feel like with COVID, I feel like it's brought out other things in people. So people have decided to do other things that they always wanted to do, rather than the job that they were at pre-COVID.
So
Hence
pretty much,
why there's a lot of
pretty much becoming a self-employed professional is what you're saying then.
Yes.
Okay.
So hence why where you have like government-based jobs as such being vacant, and then there's other jobs that are in the making. How can I put this in terms of like producing another role that has not yet been invented? I feel like a lot of that has been happening.
Oh, that sounds interesting. It's even been happening here in Barbados, and I think
Yeah,
I can attest to that because I've done it as well. The whole job
a
thing.
lot of people have.
I just went the role of self-employed professional.
Yeah.
How is your time looking in terms of availability right now? Because we were trying to get Dr. Mohammed on, but he has some technical difficulties.
I mean, I heard him. You were both on, and I could hear both of you. I think it was just on your side where you might not be able to hear him.
Yeah, so we actually want him. We would actually like him to share some information about SMJ beverages. I know he's a busy guy. So if it's okay with you and you want to stick around in the lobby, we can jump back on and have a discussion.
Cool. No worries. I'll be here.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Nora.
All right. No worries.
All right, bye.
Hi, can you hear me, Chad? Hi, Chad, can you hear me?
Hi, Dr. Mohammed. Can you hear me on your end? I'm not getting anything.
Yes, I can hear you. I can see you clearly. I can hear you and see you clearly.
Okay, so he's hearing me and seeing me, but I'm not seeing him on my end.
Testing.
I'm not exactly sure what's happening there. if this continues, we may have to, if you can still hear me, Dr. Mohammed, we
Yes,
may
I can hear
have
you.
to give this a WhatsApp call so that I can still bring you on to the segment, but I'm
Sure.
not
Okay.
getting anything from my end over here. Okay, yeah, okay, it looks like he dropped off. Okay. Hi, Dr. Mohammed, I'm here. Yes. Okay, we're gonna definitely get that frequency. 1 second.
What about now?
Yes. All right, yeah, we're going good. We're going good. All right, perfect.
Excellent. Well, I'm not sure what was happening. Sorry about that. I was hearing you and seeing you clearly, but I guess it's best to chat via this.
Yes, definitely, definitely. So, welcome to the pilot episode of Pop-Up Jobs Live. Let's start by introducing you to the audience. Please tell us about you, a bit about you and SMJ Beverages.
Sure. So my name is Mikhail Mohammed. I'm a medical doctor, and I'm the head of SMJ Beverages Barbados, which is a subsidiary of the wider SM Jalil Group. The SM Jalil Group has products in over 60 countries on 5 continents. So I'm happy to represent the group in Barbados here. So I'm the 4th generation of the family business, and we have the largest non-alcoholic beverage portfolio in CARICOM. So some of our brands are household names in Barbados, such as products like Fruta, like Buster, like Turbo, and then new products like Pure Oxygenated Water. We relaunched our Oasis brand of water. We have Caribbean Cool, Island Fusion Iced Teas, Viva, Trinidad Juices, you name it. We have lots of products, you know, the classic range of products, classic cooler, classic real. So I mean, a lot of products, Cool Kids, Chubby, these types of things. And, you know, as I have recently moved to Barbados, I realized that there is a need for such a business as to what you all have recently launched, and that is why I'm happy to support. In terms of our business, we are strictly non-alcoholic beverages in the fast-moving consumer goods sector. You know, we're enjoying it, we're growing, we have great people working for us here, and we just really want to go from strength to strength with the people of Barbados.
All right, that sounds good. That's some very valuable information right there. So the Pure Oxygen Water is the brand that is sponsoring this show. Where is this product made, and how long has it been in the market?
Pure Oxygenated Water is actually natural spring water that comes from Cornwall in England, and it's 1,000 feet above sea level. So it's natural spring water, and using proprietary technology that scientists in the UK have mastered after 7 years, we're able to infuse nanobubbles of oxygen into the natural spring water. So it becomes a new sort of segment of product where it's not only hydrating you, it's also oxygenating you. There is no product like this in the Caribbean, and it is not a pressurized oxygen, so that when you open the bottle, the oxygen leaves. It actually stays in the liquid and is stable, so you can heat it, you can freeze it, etc. And the oxygen, nanobubbles of oxygen, over 1 billion of them, is actually stable in the liquid. And that is why it took 7 years to develop this, because some North American companies have some oxygenated water brands, but they just pressurize it. And once you open it, the oxygen leaves, just like sparkling water. If you shake it up and you open the bottle of sparkling water, it will leave. So Pure Oxygenated Water is different. The oxygen does not leave. It's 7 times smaller than your red blood cells, so you drink it, it absorbs through your digestive tract, just like food and nutrients into your bloodstream, becoming bioavailable to your body. And it increases your oxygen saturation levels up to about 99%, which has a fantastic effect on your body, giving you more energy, better immunity, or higher or stronger immune system, increased stamina, increased mental clarity and focus, you know, and just tremendous benefits throughout the body.
Oh, that's a lot of science behind this water, and those are some really good benefits there. You know, when I first
it's all backed by clinical studies, and this is medicine, right? This is not hyper marketing. This is medicine backed by science in the United Kingdom and the United States, and there's a lot of literature on effects positively
on nanoscopic bubbles of oxygen into the body. So I mean, this is science, you know. So this is why we're the only one with this product in the Caribbean, and it's doing fantastic. We've launched it in over 20 countries. We've recently launched it in Barbados, as requested. In terms of your first question, or the second part of your first question, we launched it on the end of February, the last 2 days of February.
Yes.
It's been doing fantastic. We have thousands of Asians drinking it and loving it. You know, and it's just really heartwarming to see the impact it's having on people's lives.
Yes, that sounds great. And I'm one of those. Well, you said thousands, but I'm in that bracket, because when I first received details about the water, you know, I told myself I need this in my life. And as someone who drinks it, because I know we had a case here over the past 3 days, I realized it's not a tremendous change as yet, but usually I would wake up on mornings and feel tired from work the previous day. And since I started drinking this water, I drink it morning, afternoon, and night. So I know the dosage is about 3 bottles a day you recommend, yeah? 3 bottles?
Yes, it's about 2 to 3 bottles per day minimum. And of course, there is no maximum. You can drink as much as you want. You can't really overhydrate and oxygenate the body. So but a minimum of 2 to 3 bottles per day for at least 2 to 3 weeks, which I call the cure challenge, because I know that within that time frame, anyone does that, they will feel the benefits. And you're right. I mean, a lot of people feel, drink it with breakfast in the morning to kickstart their day, and they feel they don't need coffee anymore, so they can remove that stimulant from the life. You know, when they go to the gym or just during school or during work, and it's just a pick me up. So you don't need to drink coffee. You don't need to drink necessarily sugary beverages that the government is trying to reduce. Pure oxygenated water gives you the energy and the hydration.
Yes, definitely. Because my mornings are starting to get a lot better in terms of energy, you know. So I can give that review for you right now.
I'm very happy to hear. Very happy to
hear.
This is what makes it all worthwhile. You know, when you make positive changes in people's lives and you hear their feedback, is what makes it all worthwhile. And even for women, a lot of women have noticed in 5 to 8 days changes in their skin health and how effective it's they're getting compliments from their spouses. You know, a lot of women during that time of the month. They have a lot of pain and fatigue and headaches, and from drinking oxygenated water, the headaches go away, the fatigue goes away, and the pain is minimized. So we got a lot of tremendous benefits, and anyone in the world can go on Trustpilot, which is an international review website that's independent, and go type in Cure Oxygen and get reviews from people all over the world where we've launched this. And so the product is doing great, and I'm just very happy that in Barbados, doctors and pharmacists and nutritionists and gym trainers are starting to recommend it to people, and they're just spreading. And it's so nice to hear all the feedback, and I'm very happy to hear your feedback, Chad.
Yes, and you're most welcome. You're most welcome. So what I wanted to ask you as well too, what are your views from an employer's perspective of the pop-up jobs platform when you check it out?
I think it's a fantastic idea. It's something that's needed. I think whether the official or unofficial employment rate in Barbados is somewhere between 15 and 25%, of course, as pandemic restrictions are lifted and so on, those numbers will change. But notwithstanding that, I mean, even in our business, we are always looking for good quality persons at all levels in the organization. So, I mean, any platform that connects employees or potential employees with an employer is always going to be welcomed, I'm sure. This platform utilizes technology and allows a lot of user-friendly activity and matching to take place. I know it's relatively new, but I think it has a lot of ground for benefit to persons in Barbados at both an employer and employee level. So I think it's a fantastic idea, and I congratulate your team for coming up with such a platform. And I think all of Barbados is going to be grateful, whether it be directly or indirectly.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I also this is a question that I'm sure our viewers are asking. Where can we find the oxygen water, and how affordable is this for me? What's the cost?
Sure. So Cure Oxygenated water you can find pretty much everywhere in Barbados. Now all major groceries, gas stations, wholesalers, mom and pop stores, even a lot of hotels, restaurants, cafes, bars are carrying it. So basically just go anywhere and ask them for a bottle or case of Cure Oxygenated water. Alternatively, you can also order it online on our e-commerce website, which is www.shopsmgbarbados.com. And you can register and sign up and order Cure Oxygenated water and any of our products. And within 24 to that was be delivered to your home, or you can come and collect it at our location in Lodge Hill. But it's very user friendly. You see all the products, the flavors, etc., the prices. You shop on just like an e-commerce website, and you check out and put in your details and so on, and you just confirm and check out. You pay on delivery, and you can get it at the convenience of your home, when you want it, and so really, it's as easy as you want it to be. You can find it anywhere, or you can order it right to your home off of your phone or your laptop.
Yes.
In terms of price points, the price points vary by location. Usually between $4.50 to $5, usually at different supermarkets and the wholesalers nationwide per unit. So it is a lot cheaper, so to speak, than some of the other imported high-end waters. But at the same time, it's an entirely new category of water in that there is no product like this. There is no product that hydrates you and oxygenates you in the market in the Caribbean. So it's a totally new category. And each supermarket has it as a new category of water because there's simply nothing like it. So there is now still water, there is sparkling water, there's coconut water, and now there's pure oxygenated water.
Yeah. And I believe people would choose oxygenated water as their preference from now on. I definitely believe that.
I'll tell you, I've been on the radio trying to get people to say, especially in terms of secondary and tertiary education and in schools, that pure oxygenated waters really should be your drink of choice. You don't need any high sugary soft drinks because you can get all the hydration that you need from Pure. You can get the energy you need because your body has the nanomoles of oxygen in it. So you get an energy boost so that you can get through your day. And also, very importantly, is because of the fact that you get this increased oxygenation and your saturation levels go up, you can then also absorb more, you can concentrate better, you have more focus and more clarity and more energy. So that you can also absorb more of your schoolwork, you can retain more of your schoolwork fully. And so it has not only a benefit of hydrating you, but helping you in your activities and getting through your day without having to worry about, drinking coffee or having sugary drinks in terms of soft drinks, etc. I really want everybody to just drink your oxygenated water instead of those products. It would make me very happy, and it will make your body very happy as well.
Yes, and that's some very good information right there. So that's a lot to take in. I guess you convince a lot of people to buy this water at the end of that. But I really want to thank you for that input, and I also want to thank you for being a sponsor of the Pop-Up Jobs platform. And I believe this can be something great in terms of a venture. So
most definitely, and I am definitely signing up as an employer, so to speak, because as I said, even up to today, I need staff because we're expanding and we're doing well. So, your platform is something I'm definitely going to utilize, and you have my 110% support. And again, congratulations to you and your team for coming up with something that is very needed here in Barbados. So thank you and God bless.
You're welcome, and thank you too. Have a great day.
Cure Oxygen is way more than just water. We infuse pristine water with over 1 billion tiny oxygen bubbles using our state-of-the-art process. The benefits of additional oxygen are huge, from strengthening your immune system to increasing energy levels, stamina, and sports performance. And that's not all. It also improves skin health, helps you sleep better, and reduces stress. Join the movement of people experiencing the benefits of Cure Oxygen. It's not hype, it's science.
Yes, so we just had Dr. Mohammed who gave us a quick view of the oxygen water. What we would like to do now is looking to see if we have Nora still in the lobby. Maybe we can invite her back on to actually shed some more light on employment in the UK, London specifically. So we'll just see if we can contact her. Okay, we're just checking the lobby quickly. All right, it looks like maybe she is off. All right, so she has left the building. Yeah, maybe she was quite busy over there. So we're gonna start closing off this segment right now. I want to thank everyone for tuning in today. This segment will actually be made available on our platform, so anyone who wants to share it with their friends, they are free to do that. We'll have it up sometime this week, hopefully. And I also want to thank Dr. Mohammed for coming on the show and sharing his views on some of the products that SMJ Beverages has to offer. Also, Kevin, we want to thank him for tuning in. We want to thank Nora. And we also want to thank DJ Versi for coming on board with us. So thank you all for your time and do have a great day.